Welcome back to TMZ Hollywood Sports. Evan here. You're about to see a very cool piece of video. A video that shows 10 underprivileged kids who are about to be surprised by not one, but two huge athletic superstars. Dwight Freeney, future NFL Hall of Famer, and Kobe Bryant, future NBA Hall of Famer. It all went down at a Lakers game in San Diego. Dwight was with 10 kids from the San Diego After School All-Stars program. They went to the game. They knew they were going to see a Lakers game. And then, boom, the surprise. Let's check out the clip.
Good.
So that was a very cool moment for everybody involved, the kids, Dwight, Kobe, and to learn more about what really happened that day, we've got Dwight Freeney with us right now on TMZ Hollywood Sports. Dwight, thanks for joining us, man.
No problem.
So what was it like for you and everybody when, you got to take these kids not only to a Laker game, but then you surprised them all, by meeting Kobe Bryant, by talking to them? What happened? What was it like?
I mean, it was a special experience. I mean, to meet a superstar, to meet a Hall of Famer. I mean, you don't get that opportunity, period. Never mind, kids that would never, ever get that chance.
Right. So I saw that when you guys, when you brought Kobe and you guys had a little private conversation there. What did you guys talk about?
Well, just talking to him. I actually know Kobe. I met him a couple of other times previously, but I just let him know I'm right down the street now. So, feel free to get some tickets to a game once in a while.
Dwight, was that planned before, or was that kind of like a spur-of-the-moment thing?
We planned that. We found out that the Lakers were going to be in town, and it gave me the opportunity to do something real special for these kids.
Now, Dwight, I have a question for you. It's something for me personally. You and Kobe are both still excelling at what it is that you do. Kobe had a great game the other night. It was all over the court, dishing the ball, shooting well, and you're still doing your thing at the top of your game. I'm getting a little older. What can I do to stay young like you guys besides college chicks?
Oh, man, that's funny. I think the biggest thing I know I've found, it's you got to stretch, bro. And it's really the truth. I spend so much time just prepping to do stuff now, but that's the only way I can keep up with these kids born in the 90s now. Jump out of bed, ready to go. And for me, it takes me some time to roll out of bed, but I spend a lot of time stretching, man, because I know I got to keep up with them.
Gotcha. Dwight, did you know that this game was going to be such a big deal for the Lakers and Kobe, playing so hard? It was just a preseason game, but it was their first game back, and it turned out to be a giant showcase for them, a really exciting game as preseason games go.
Well, I mean, I think you kind of think preseason, who cares? But I promise you, for the guys who are playing, especially Kobe, who's had some injuries there, and he wanted to come back, and first opportunity to show everyone that he's back to him being himself. He went out there and showed that, so that's why it was a big game.
Dwight, I always wonder this, when you have two huge stars that get together, obviously you're a future Hall of Famer. When you're there at the event, do you ever think, if Kobe comes in, maybe all the kids are going to be talking about, I met Kobe, does that kind of overshadow what you're doing?
Oh, not at all. I mean, it wasn't about me, and it wasn't about Kobe. It was just about those kids and those kids experiencing something special. So I really didn't care, whether, they gravitated to me more or Kobe. It wasn't important. I just wanted to make sure that those kids experienced something they probably should remember for the rest of their lives.
Did you talk to them after the event, and what's the feedback been?
Oh, they were so excited, and they couldn't stop talking. They were jumping around. They were just like, I can't believe it. I met Kobe Bryant, this, that, and the other. They're talking about their jump shots and all types of stuff. It was a great experience.
So do you consider yourself, are you a Lakers fan?
I am a fan of a lot of the Lakers. And now being in California, I have to be somewhat of a Lakers fan. I'm actually an East Coast guy, so I grew up actually liking the Bulls.
I love the way you skirted though. You're like, I'm a fan of the Lakers players, but you're a Bulls fan in general. All right, hey, Dwight, thanks for joining us on TMZ Hollywood Sports, man. Very cool thing you do with the kids.
Awesome.
Great piece of video. One of my favorite pieces of video I've seen on this show. Thank you so much for joining us, man.
No problem. Thanks for having me. Take care.
Take care, man. All right, coming up on TMZ Hollywood Sports, don't judge me for this, but there's actually a famous woman who says that if you don't get caught staring at her giant boobs, she's offended. We're going to tell you who it is and why she's saying that when we come back on TMZ Hollywood Sports.